Well, hello there, and welcome again to River Valley Farm. I did finally give up on the rest of my footage from my steering column build here. It's just not right, not there, not whatever you can think it is. And I'm going to say this one time. If you have one of these trucks with a tilt column and this stupid plastic piece in here with the ignition switch decides to break, just go get another column. And you can see that. Now I got to take it all the way back apart and see what I forgot. Not a whole lot of fun. Anyway, I've missed something, but I don't know what it is. I've got to, like I said, I got to tear the whole thing back down completely out of the truck and find out what I've done or didn't do, whatever the case may be. It's not, yeah, definitely not my birthday. But anyway, yeah. So, oh yeah, a couple other things, I guess, while we're here. I went to the Napa today and I bought, get the damn thing open here, this piece. I decided that I got to looking at the one on Amazon and looked at all the pictures very closely, and the only difference I can see is it looks like this piece right here is not a stamped piece, and it ended up, and it's not counting shipping from Amazon, it would end up being double what this was to buy it from Napa. So that's where we're at with that. I'm still got to put that on, obviously. New seal comes in the box with it, and I got oil filter, fuel filter, and antifreeze. And yeah, it's raining again. If you couldn't tell, it's kind of unseasonable for January here in this area. So we will, yeah, I guess I better get back to this. That's about enough to irritate me, but anyway, gotta do it. Hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. We're back to this mess. It's the next day. I went to the hardware store and got some all thread and some nuts and some washers and stuff. We're going to build a press, or whatever you want to call it, really. We got a piece of pipe that I hope is the right size, or close to it anyway. Looks like it is. Seems like it would be pretty close. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna fashion a pusher, something kind of tool here to do this with. Anyway, let me get stuff figured out, cut, and I'll show you what I got in mind. Step 1, cut rod. Step 1, cut all thread. Step 2, I need to get a vise that works. Turn that nut off there so we can set it back on, maybe. Do not attempt at home. So again, do as I say, not as I do. Don't use a grinder as such, a handheld grinder as such. Make sure you go and purchase a bench grinder to do that, which I have one, but hey, it's not bolted down yet, so we'll just do with what we got, right? Okay, so now let me get this thing rigged up on the truck and we'll see what happens. All right, so my plan here is, anyway, you can see we have our snap ring over this piece, and this is the groove that I thought it went in, but no, it turns out it goes in this one down here. That could be a problem, huh? And that's what actually holds the steering column together the way it's supposed to be. So, in hopes that you guys will be able to see what I'm doing here, which it's going to be a little bit out of the screen, but oh well, you'll kind of catch it, I hope. If I can get the camera to work the way I want it to. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this piece of pipe over top of that. That should be about the right size to catch the snap ring. Then we're going to stack up some washers on our all thread here, like so. I've got a few different, that's a 3/8 washer, 1/2 inch washer, some 3/8 fender washers as such, and then this bigger diameter, I don't even know what that is, but it's something, it's a fender washer, but I don't know what size it is. Stuff that I've had laying around for years and years and wondered why I'd ever used it, of course. So the fun part of the whole ordeal is getting the thing started in the hole in the steering column. 3/8 16 all thread is not the right thread pitch for this, but it's all I could come up with locally on a Saturday morning, basically. So we're going to try it and see what happens. I might be going to the junkyard to get another steering column, but hey, it's going to work or it won't. Something's going to happen. It really shouldn't take that much force, I don't think, to do this, but more than I can generate and hold with my hands. So yeah, that's turning nice and easy and free. And it's compressing the spring and pushing the lock washer down, and everything just looks happy, doesn't it? Or not the lock washer, but the yeah, that one thing, snap ring. Okay, well, that's screwed down about as far as it wants to go, and I can't see what I got going here at the moment, so we'll try backing it off a little bit. And of course the spring's coming back with us. Which it should come back to some extent, but not, hopefully not all the way. But it's loose again. Anyway, let's see here. No, it wasn't in the right spot. Sometimes it really sucks to take something apart and then wait a few days and try and put it back together. Or well, not sometimes, all times it sucks to do this way, but it is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do, all that good stuff. So anyway, irritation. I gotta try and figure out what's going on here. So let me get back to you. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get a complete video of a steering column on this piece of junk anyway. So sit tight while I go ahead and yank the whole thing back out of here, and then we'll see what we can do. Hey. Alright, so I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this, because for some reason it's decided to be dark right here in the shop. But anyway, here is the removed steering column. Again, I don't know how well y'all could see this, but anyway, let's try and get a little closer, I guess. Maybe that'll help you. So, hang on, let me try and figure out a way I can do this, because this is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, so here's our steering column. You can see like that. This piece right here, that is the U-joint for your tilt column. Okay, it should not be visible right there, it should be up in there. So what I'm going to attempt to do is, we have another spring down here on this end. I'm going to try and take it off completely so that we're not fighting that, trying to put the other end on, and then we'll come back to this one because it's a little bit easier to get to. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure why it's there. But anyway, that's what we'll do right now. We're going to pop that spring off, see if we can put that spring on. If that doesn't work, I don't know what we're going to do, but anyway, that's where we're at right now. Okay, so after a whole lot of less than desirable language, throwing stuff and beating on things that didn't really need to be beat on, but hey, whatever, the snap ring is back in the groove where it's supposed to be. Hopefully the snap ring isn't sprung, but I have a suspicion that it is, so I'm going to try and get it on there a little bit better on the back side here. So just take a hammer and a little punch and try and tap in there and see if we can get it down just a little bit more, maybe, without it flying off there. Anyway, that's it. Now, if the only bad part of it is now is I got to, or well, no, that's not it. I'm going to try and get this down, then we got to try and get the spring back on this side down here, if it will go. So anyway, sit tight. All right, foreshadowing, that was way too easy. I mean, I'll even do it again for you if you want me to, but well, it's not coming off very easy, so maybe it wasn't too easy, but whatever. It popped right on there, went in like it had good sense, so I guess we're okay. Now for the fun part, putting it back in the truck. And then hopefully it's not all sloppy and loose, which I can't really see how it would be now. So, yeah. This isn't loose. The spring has tension on it. Everything should be good to go now. What we ended up doing was having to put snap ring down on, and then using my press setup with a pair of pliers to squeeze this in once we got it down into the groove. I wouldn't have been able to accomplish all that with it in the truck because I had to have it up here where I could see it. Okay, that's one of those things that I didn't consider, so live and learn, whatever. Okay, we made it this far. It's all put back together. It all seems to work right now. This isn't loose. The key switch works like it should. Everything seems to be happy. And now I have misplaced the bolt that holds the steering wheel on. So, yay. More stuff to look for. Okay. Found the bolt. Went over here on the dashboard where I left it whole time. Anyway.
Turn the steering wheel on.
That's what I'm trying to do, bud. That's not right. And of course it's too far on, but anyway, I can't pull it back off, so I'll just have to live with it being a little bit crooked. It'll be okay. I can handle that.
Don't let it be crooked.
And it's home. It can't fall off now. It's good. No floppy. Tilt works like it should. Awesome. Okay. Finally. It works.
Yay!
You like that?
Yeah.
All right, good. So, horn pad. Got an electrical connector. Nothing to that. Plug it in the hole. Maybe. There was nothing to it, so now it's not going to work. There we go.
It was actually not on, but I put it back on.
Okay then.
I just tapped and I went back on.
Pop. Good. Now we should have cruise control back. All that good stuff. Right?
Yeah.
And the horn should work once I hook up a battery.
Hey, wait. We're working on the...
Alright, so next on the list after, since I got that all put back together, is going to be deciding what's making my belt make noise, or making the noise out here. Would you stop making noise for just a minute, please? Okay, so the next, like I said, next thing on the list is going to be deciding what was making such noise, or making the noise out here on the front of the engine. The other day when we started it up, I just started it again. I didn't hear that god-awful whining noise like we had, but the belt was squealing. This belt's not that old. The idler's not that old. The tensioner's not that old. So now we have something else that has failed, and I think we need a 15mm wrench to get the belt off of it so we can check everything. So let me get going on this. Alright, so my suspect anyway was going to be the alternator. I don't hear anything that sounds funny in there. Bearings are good and tight. Seems like everything looks happy with that. So get that out of there. Now this one has here, one idler, tensioner pulley, which I don't know if you can see that down in there or not, but anyway, tensioner pulley here and another idler pulley over here, which maybe, I don't know, something doesn't sound funny. Something sounds kind of funny over there. And then of course you also have your power steering pump down there, and then this is the vacuum pump over here, which is what actually runs the brake booster on this truck. It does not have a hydro boost. This style body style truck didn't have a hydro boost until you got into the F Super Duty, which was the F450 of its day. So anyway, yeah, we're chasing a noise right now, and I'm not finding it where I want it, where I thought I was gonna find it. So let's see what else we can come up with here. That shouldn't have engaged, but it shouldn't be making, therefore it shouldn't have been making noise. And that pulley turns free and does not make any sounds. What about this one? That one's pretty good too. And so is that one. So maybe it just had a little bit of water on it or something. Anyway, I think we're going to call that good for this video, and we'll start up another one here shortly. But anyway, we're going to call this video good for now, guys. I got to get some water together, and I got to fix this. We're going to flush and drain. We're going to flush out the cooling system, change the oil, fuel filter, all that good stuff. We might even discuss my most Well, let's see, most how to put that. Anyway, I'll think about that one. But the topic that I question the most that I've seen recently about these 7.3 power stroke engines. Anyway, guys and gals, if such there are, thanks for watching. Hit a thumbs up, thumbs down on the video. Come on, help me out here. And yeah, we'll be back.